Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. I just want to come on here. I know it's been a minute. What's popping? What's going on? Oh, happy Monday. The Lord saw fit to wake you up to see another day. Just be grateful. I wanted to come on here because I had some stuff on my mind. I know it's been a minute since I came on and did a live because I'm working on some other stuff. And I just had to come on here and put it out there. I think from my description I put in, keep it 100 with yourself. So, as y'all can see, I'm just finishing up from the gym, right? Okay. So, yesterday, me and Stackhouse went to the store with the kids, and I found a book that had Morris Chestnut, the actor, and his trainer had put a book out about, I think it's called a cut up program, something like that, with exercise and a meal plan to kind of, get you cut, to get you losing weight and get you active like in 12 weeks or whatever, So I got the book. You know me, I get reading, and it had certain levels of workout regimens for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And it said, if you work out, if you hadn't really worked out before, you're a beginner. If you do 2-3 times a week, you intermediate, and if you do 4 or 5 times a week, you advanced. So I'm looking through the book and I'm like, Stackhouse. So for the first time, I feel like because I work out 3 to 4 times a week, I'm advanced. So let me tell you how sometimes you got to get out your feelings and listen what someone's telling you. So Stackhouse said, well, in my mind, when they say advanced, it means you can master every exercise. So what he meant by that is Stackhouse been working out probably since he's been about 14 years old, 13 years old, at his house working out. It's obvious that this man know what he's doing when he get in the gym. Okay? Mind you, I posted a picture on my story yesterday saying, this man is a problem. So, Stackhouse say, hold on, let me go backtrack. So, Stackhouse probably been doing push-ups and upper body and lower body stuff since he been 13, 14 years old. Okay? So I just picked up with him the last 23 years or so. Not since he started working out. Kind of picked up with Stackhouse when he was 15. That's when we met. He was 15. Was he 15? He had just turned 16. I was 17. I'm sorry. Okay, so anyway, I digress. So Stackhouse said, I think that means if you've mastered every exercise, then you consider yourself, intermediate or advanced. Because once you go advanced, you can't go back. And I'm looking at him like, whatever. I've been doing this for a little over a year in the gym. I'm staying consistent. I'm doing what I do. He's like, okay. But when you do push-ups, can you do a regular push-ups or are you doing modified push-ups? So, that struck a nerve in me. Because at this moment, I can't do a regular push-up. I can do modified push-ups where you got your knees down. And I just got to a point where I can do like a 60-second plank without stopping. I do mountain climbers. Either way, I'm working on it. But to answer his question, no. This chick cannot do a regular push-up as of yet. So, she said, so that don't make you intermediate or advanced. You still a beginner. And I was like, and I saw myself, I felt myself getting defensive and in my feelings. And I literally sat in the bed and started to pout. Real talk. I got pout and I folded my arm, crossed my arms up. That's the number one defense mode. Cross your arms up and I'm like, I don't want to hear nothing we got to say. So I had to check myself. When I asked Stackhouse, hey, help me put together a program, help me, when I get to the gym, give me structure, let me do what I need to do so I can get where I want to be in the gym. I didn't really have a goal in mind. I just want to do better than what I've been doing already. So I didn't have like, okay, I want to get the ABCD, weight, size, whatever. I just want to strength train. Now I do have certain goals in mind. I want to get more upper body strength because I want to be able to do push-ups regularly, not in the modified ones. So I had to get out my feelings because when I asked this man for help, I'm asking him not as my husband. I'm asking him as a man that's been working out and been training his body, working his body for over 20 years. So The good news is I don't have to pay him for his expertise. But at the same token, I can't get mad and get in my feelings, because if I was paying a trainer and a trainer's telling me the same shit, because when you pay somebody to give you the real and get you right, it's not going to be comfortable. And so what he said wasn't comfortable. It made me uncomfortable to the point that I wanted to get defensive, but I had to check myself. Okay? So I sat there for a minute. I said, okay, I get what you're saying. He said, I'm not saying it's going to take you 5 years, but in some time, probably less time than that, you'll probably be able to do a regular push-up. But until you can master every exercise at every level, you're not advanced. You're still a beginner. So I had to shut my mouth and listen, because this man is talking to me as an experienced subject matter expert in training and conditioning of the body. Now, make no mistake about it. Stackhouse will tell you, look, I'm not a certified trainer. I just know what works for me, and I'd be more than happy to share that with you as my wife or anybody that asks me. So you get people that challenge you and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. So I got in my feelings because I felt like my husband, my best friend, was telling me, you're still a beginner. And I was like, what you mean? You will see me getting up at 5 a.m, staying consistent. I miss Friday, so I hit the gym up on Sunday. And the point is, he was speaking to me as a subject matter expert in the field of strength training and conditioning of the body. Shit I know nothing about. Let's keep it 100. If it's in a book, if I can research it, I got you. But when it comes to exercising and strength training and getting physical better, I'm not there with it. So I had to shut my mouth, and I had to shut down my feelings and listen in a constructive way. He wasn't being hurtful. He was being truthful. And that's when I realized, like, sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. Keep it 100 with yourself. Are you doing the best you can where you are right now? Are you doing the absolute best? Physically, mentally, emotionally, are you being the best you? So I come on here to say that I'm by no means an expert. I'm just a regular girl, regular woman, getting her stuff together on an everyday basis. It take work, it take effort every single day. So I realized when I got in the gym that I was like, girl, you've been doing this a little over a year. You're a beginner. Shut your mouth. You're a beginner. And that's so funny, because he even said last night when I'm looking at my reps, because today is arm day, he said, well, Jillian, you might need to go ahead and increase your weight and reduce the reps, because I've been doing the same weight in reps for a minute now. He says you have to assess yourself, because if you never increase it, you never challenge yourself, how you ever gonna get better and go to the next stage? So mind you, it's not easy to hear, and I'm not here to be hard on nobody. Trust me, I'm not here to be judging anybody. I'm just here to be a voice of encouragement of a person that's a regular, everyday person that grew up and somebody said gym, and I haul ass in the opposite direction. I didn't want to work out. It wasn't me. For a long time, I was okay with just being the fat chick that was a smart girl. Now that ain't cool. It ain't working for me anymore. It's not where I want to live. It's not how I want my kids to see me be. It's not how I want my kids to be. So I had to get up and do different for myself. I'm no longer the fat chick. Probably the some, but I'm smaller than I used to be. And I'm okay with that because I work on it. So you notice I'll never get on and post pictures of my before and after, because I ain't after yet. I'm still working towards my goal. But trust and believe, I've worked my ass off. Okay, so the ass ain't gone, but I worked it down some. I got a goal in mind. I want some space between my thighs. You know what? My thighs ain't never been apart since birth. They ain't never been apart. They always been touching. And if you a fat chick, you know what I'm talking about. I want my thighs, I want some space. I want my thighs to have some time apart. They ain't never had time apart, not standing together. Okay? Trying to get some space in between the thighs. That's a goal in mind that I have. If you got a goal, then you got to work towards that. So I got to keep working till my thighs no longer stay touching when I'm standing. That's my goal. Okay? Now, mind you, I came a long way. And I say all of this to say this, that at some point, you got to want to do better for you. I'm not doing better for my husband. Now keep in mind, Stackhouse been working his behind off and working his arms. You seen his arms, you seen the picture. That ain't no shit that happened overnight. This is consistency. That's a dude that's been consistent with that. I think for him growing up, an outlet for him was to work out. That was to him to get his mental headspace together. And I think that's one of the things that keeps him out of his feelings. I didn't have that outlet. So everything that was said to Jillian took it personal. Oh, that's an attack against me. It's a personal attack. Girl, calm down. No, it's not. So if I'm saying this and it's stepping on toes and you realize you got to do better, it's not a personal attack. It's somebody keeping it 100 with you, asking you, are you keeping it 100 with yourself? Okay? That's what we're saying. That's what we're talking about. So I say all of that to say that you got to want to do better for yourself. You got to want to do better for your mental health. Because I'm telling you right now, everybody has a time on the clock. Everybody. It took me losing my mom for me to want to get my shit together. And it's funny because I had to realize this. The same thing happened in every facet of your life. You got to take feelings and emotions out of it. And that's something I got to work towards every single day. Working on that PhD, okay? So nothing hurts your feelings more when you spend all kind of time and energy writing up a good draft and you like, yeah, got it. And then I take it to my chair and she cut that shit all up. I mean, she redlined it. No. At some point, I was thinking to myself, hell, the only part I got right is my name and the spelling and the date. And at some point, I realized that it's not personal. It's not that she's trying to hurt. And I'm talking about my dissertation chair. Not that she's trying to be hurtful. That's her job. Some people's job is to critique you, to make you better. So you got to get out your feelings. And so for a long time, I just thought, she just don't want me to be great. No, it's just the opposite. You got to challenge yourself. So for all the women and men that you had the banging body, guys and girls was all over you, high school, even your early 20s, you was banging. Guess what? The less you do, the older you get, the less you do, the more that weight take to get off you. Okay? I look better than I did in high school. I don't got no problems telling you that. Because I knew what my weight was in high school. And I'm not that same weight. I'm not that same size. Can everybody say the same thing? Okay? I'm not doing it for someone else. I'm doing it for me. I got my husband. Guess what? If I know nothing else, I know how much I'm a good woman and how much I'm a good wife and a good mother. I'm not worried about Stackhouse. If Stackhouse can do better than me, Lord bless him. I wish him the best. But he know what he got here. So I'm not doing it to keep my husband. Because he was with me when I was over 330 pounds. And was loving me when I couldn't love myself. So that's not an issue. I'm doing this because when I look in the mirror, I want to say, you know what? I gave it 110 today. I increased my weights, reduced my reps today. My arms hurting like a mug. Probably did too much. But I feel good about what I did. I get on the bicycle and I hit 15 miles before, let me see, I get to 13 miles before I hit the cool down on the bicycle. I do the elliptical. Like, make no mistake about it. I'm not sitting here saying I'm some gym guru because I got hit with it quick last night. Girl, you a beginner. Calm down. You ain't got this under wraps. You ain't been doing this for years. You ain't no trainer. You a beginner. And it hurt my feelings at first, but I had to get up off my feelings and say, you know what? When I solicit help and feedback from my husband, it's because I'm looking at his subject matter expert in strength training. It's a business transaction. And as E.T. said, you better take your feelings out of business because they don't live there. They shouldn't live there. So I had to come on and say this piece because it was in my spirit, and it was funny because I have to laugh at myself because I know I'm a trip. And my man said, girl, you a beginner. And I was like, no, I'm not, Stack. I've been doing this for a year. Stop. You got 10 years in the gym, baby? No. You ain't even got 2 years in the gym. Yes, ma'am, you're a beginner. Can you do a regular push-up? No, can't do a regular push-up. I could do a plank for a minute. My core good. Upper body strength, not there yet. So I had to sit back and say, Jillian, shut up. You're a beginner. However, I keep working. Okay? So even when I started working on this dissertation, I wasn't the best writer. Even though I'd already had a master's, I wasn't the best writer. I'm probably still not the best writer. But I can take direction. I can take corrections and realize it's not personal. It's only to make me better. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, it didn't sound that right way. The way they said it sounded better. So don't be above where you think because you look good when you was in high school or 20, hell, even 30. That ain't gonna stay. You got to put in work. Nobody genes that good. Unless, of course, you go at it in a way where you can go ahead to the good, what you call it, purchase some things, like some bunkers, some boobs, have them suck some shit out you. But I ain't got that kind of coin. Okay? So you got to put the work in. I got to put the work in. Now, if I come into some coinage and I can get them to suck the fat out my thighs so my thighs don't talk to each other and they meeting when I'm standing, that might happen. But I get a good bit amount of pleasure out of saying that I'm putting the work in 4 times a week, getting it done. And am I huffing and puffing in the gym? Hell yeah. I'm sweating. I'm musky. But it's called work equity. And I'm willing to put in the work. So what are you willing to do to make yourself better? I got a show. And then my kids in for a rude awakening this summer. They think they about to chill. This is the last week of school here in Texas. They think they about to chill. Boy, they about to get their entire life together. I told my girl, I said, guess what, baby? You're not going to go back to school looking the same way you looking now. I promise you that. Because if I'm doing it, guess what? We all going to soldier up. We're going to do it together. I'm trying to push healthy lifestyle, mentally. You're going to get me pushing positivity because that's what I'm about. Nobody want to live in negativity. It ain't a good place to be. Why be negative? You know, you're going to have haters. I have people that look at my posts all the time and don't never like shit. But I know they watching. It's all good. It's all good. I still love you. God still love you. Look at that. Look at that. Why she mad? How you can be mad when you got your skin looking like how it look? That's water. It's effort. I may not be the cup of tea for everybody. And that's cool with me. I'm not even looking for a whole bunch of people to jump on my live. I'm just putting it out there for whenever your time permits. If something you're trying to do, stay encouraging. It's too much negative in the world today for people to just keep being negative. I'm here to be encouragement. Okay? So I know it's been a hot minute. And people probably thinking, well, she ain't even probably working out no more. That's a lie. I'm just not posting. If you on Snap, you see me. I'm getting it in. Let's go. 5 something in the morning. I'm up. Get where I'm going. I'm rubbing my shoulder because my arm is hurting. Okay? It is hurting. Stackhouse told me to be mindful. But I want to get done what I need to get done. So I'm not going to stay on here forever. I got to get home, get clean, got to get to work. But my point is, do better than what you have been doing and take your feelings up out of it. Boy, I had to check myself. I just knew I was an advanced and intermediate workouter. No, boo, stop it. Can't even do a push-up. Ain't that some stuff to put you back in reality? You can't even do a regular push-up, Jillian. You not no intermediate or advanced workouter. I don't know if that's a word, but I just put it there. I'm beginner. But trust and believe. I was beginner when I started working on that dissertation. I achieved the goal. So I have a goal in mind. I no longer want to be a beginner gym worker or strength trainer. I'm going to rise up to be intermediate or advanced. I don't know how long it's going to take me. But that's a goal that I have in mind. My arm is throbbing. Stackhouse, you was right. I wasn't mindful. Okay. I got to go. Because my stuff throbbing. Okay. Feel good, though. I accomplished my goal for the day. Arm day, check. Cardio, check. Okay? And that's the thing I learned too. If you work out enough with strength training, you continue to burn the calories and get your metabolism going. Y'all better do some research. Get your life together. Okay? Somebody needs you to be here. Somebody still needs you to be here. You still got a purpose. God saw breath. God saw fit to keep breath in your body for the day. Keep it moving. Take each day as a blessing and show gratitude. Be grateful, because I'm grateful. And I don't like to use the word hate, But I hate the fact that my mother had to go for me to sit down and say, Jillian, get your shit together. That's my girl. That was my girl. That was my heart. When I tell you, piece of me will never be the same. But it drives me. It drives me to be a better person. It drives me to be a better mother. It drives me to be a better wife. And it hit me in my spirit that says, Jillian, keep it moving. Keep talking. Be positive. It's so easy to be negative. Boy, it's so easy to be negative. And when I start the stuff that I'm starting and the stuff that I'm working on, it's going to be always from positive light. It's going to always be from positive light. So, Jillyism of the day, okay? That's a thing. That's my thing, okay? Make no mistake about it. I'm putting it on record. If somebody else using Jillyism, they got it from me, okay? I don't know who will use it, but I'm just saying. Get out your feelings and keep it 100 with yourself. Can you be doing better than what you're doing? Peace out.